Alright, I honestly think after a long weekend that we had with, what was that? Thursday was April Fool's, and literally for 3 days afterwards I was, like, kind of delirious after that. Don't know why. I think let's just have a good night of just chilling and stuff like that. So I'm joined by Ziggy and Ramos.
Hello.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Good.
Oh, man. It's been a long week last week. Good vibes, bad vibes. Have been not feeling meaning and other things like that. I've been delirious for a couple days. Still feel a little bit delirious now. Don't, not like too bad, but I just need a bit of a, good old chill stream like this, and I'm kind of happy that we managed to get something to work. We got.
Might want to resize the window though.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, there.
We got the PS2 thing to work, and I played Jack and Daxter for the first time in forever, and oh yeah, I'm just ready to just play game. I'm just ready to just play games again, just do stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, like, yesterday was kind of a bit silent, but I think it was because I played that game before, and it's just kind of like,
Yeah.
What is there to say at that point?
yeah, I just wanted to do it because of Easter and everything like that. I honestly felt like I should have played, but whatchamacallit, we never got to the ending, and I said, you know what, we'll see that, and then, you know what, at least we got to see that final portion of the game, so that was kind of fun.
Surprised didn't do Jack and Dexter.
We only got that working today. Oh wait, you're talking about?
I know.
Oh.
I know for Easter because of the eggs.
Oh, ha, good one. I honestly want to do Jack and Daxter for Monday again, but I still have a previous obligation with a game that I've yet to complete. Half-Life, we're still just like sitting in this.
Right.
I'm probably gonna give it another week of just like using these days to just relax, and then we'll play some. I'll try to finish Half-Life. I've never been. I'm gonna be honest here. This is like the first time I've ever been so bored with Half-Life 1. I don't understand why.
Well, they're older design shooters in my opinion. I don't think they take a lot of the best aspects that like Doom I think still has, where they're hectic. There's a lot of action. It takes a lot more like puzzle solving and platforming elements than when I think Doom, which can be high like action mixed with that.
What are you talking about, like the modern Dooms or the earlier Dooms?
Even the old ones. If you go back and play Doom, like Doom 1, there are some sections of that game that'll kick your ass if you're not smart.
Yeah. Well, the problem with Doom, I feel, is that like once you kill everything, like you're just kind of walking through empty hallways, and it's just like, well, what do I do now? Until you have to find like the shit to get out, you know?
That's where Brutal Doom comes in, and you're just so elated by
That's why.
gore that you...
That's why I play on Power Fantasy, so there's like double enemies.
Rip and tear.
Look, if I really wanted to get to, I just use a skip stage key. I don't play Doom. I don't play Doom for leisure, for like, beating the game. I just play it for leisure sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just good like coping mechanism. You get to punch shit for no reason. But yeah, no, Jack and Daxter though, that was good to play again. I want to stream that I want to stream that soon. I want to.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Because I know that's a game you barely experienced, and that's a game that I experienced like 100%.
So
yeah, again, I didn't get a PlayStation 2 until like later on in its lifespan and shit.
Yeah.
So it's like I really didn't get to experience, fucking games like Jack and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank or any of those other like games, to be honest. Like mostly most of my experience playing the PS2, like most of my fucking whatchamacallit and shit is mainly the SmackDown versus Raw games. you know, like WWE and all that good stuff.
I remember.
Yes.
I remember playing one, and we can make a
Day of
custom
Reckoning.
character.
Oh yeah, I have Day of Reckoning. I actually have Day of Reckoning too, and everything like that. I had it back when back when I was a kid, and then I recently bought it again at a video game shop near me and whatnot. So
There's
Back in
never
the days of the Braun Panties match, those were the dark ages.
and you know what's interesting about that? Just about that era of video games in general. I feel
what?
it's like just playing games. There's no real like reason to. You're just playing the game for for like fun or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like less of a culture of why you're doing it than there is now, of where it feels like a lot of people just you need reason to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that's kind of sucky because it's just like, oh yeah, like that's the feeling that's the feeling I miss. Like, you know something. Here's something that I can't escape, despite me just when I play games for fun on here. It sometimes does feel like a second job. Because I gotta, like, pick and choose what I gotta do. There's commentary that's involved or whatever the frickin'. It's just like, you gotta do shit. You gotta do shit to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a process, I get it.
I like it, I like it, but ooh, I found I just realized this is an abandoned house.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I gotta invite you guys. Fuck. Shit. Okay. You guys
Well,
in, or what's your character?
I was watching it through Twitch.
Oh, you want to play, or?
I can't.
Alright. Alright, there we go. So, yeah. Sorry about that. As I was saying, right?
Yeah, that's alright.
Where was I leaving off? Like, it's a process. Like, here's the thing. When I'm not at work, sometimes when I'm not working on stuff, I have to decide what I want to do, and it's nearly impossible to, it's nearly impossible to decide what I want to do because it just feels like work too.
Yeah, no, I get you and shit. Yeah, which I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of the reason why I kind of fucking I really don't feel like I really don't like stream often nowadays. Not because it's like a job or anything like that. It's just like I can't really think of any good commentary to like fucking talk about while I'm playing these games and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like
there's more of a general connection that you have to make. It's like here's why I don't like doing the popular thing, because I can't make a connection to it. I don't see it as whatever, and I can't talk. And here's the thing, right? I hate talking about my streams to people who know me on a more personal, like super personal level, as in like related and whatnot, because they, like here's the thing, like, oh, you should do that if you want to get. It's like, no, it's not in my comfort zone. Not even like really in my comfort zone, but it's not in my comfort zone, and it's just not something that I do. I get bored easy on stuff like Among Us and crap like that. I need more meat, you know?
I mean,
Like,
I've said this 1,000 times. Everybody's just sort of being them the same person, so to speak. Everybody's trying to follow the same, like, wave. You gotta be different.
yeah.
yeah.
Like, there's I'm willing to spend money for like the streams for shitty fun jokes and whatever, like what we did for April Fool's Day. That was like great, I thought. Despite nobody watching it, but I don't care.
Thieves.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves, am I right? And that's a game I don't mind playing. I like playing with friends. Like that's a fun game. I honestly wouldn't stream it for like a full night because I have no idea. Hey Mike, when did the Sith start using the Darth title?
That has to be.
It has to be like it's after Exar Kun and Ula Keldroma.
Yeah.
It's got to be, right?
Gotta be somewhere.
Because that was like when they first started being like more not regulated, but whatchamacallit.
Like, I think I know where you're going with it.
Yeah.
Escape
Yeah, Dark
maybe.
Sarkuna had it. Yeah. Because that was when they just kind of had, like, names. Well, that was the second... That was, like, the second era of Sith, too. Because the first were, cast-offs, and they kind of, like, died out. The Sith always die out. But, yeah. And this is not... And like I said, this is not a declaration of me stopping the streams, because, no, I honestly do enjoy them.
Mhm.
It's just that, for me, like I said... I don't, like, oh, you gotta do that, you gotta play the popular thing, Marek.
Dude, that was basically the same thing whenever I told, like, my relatives that, oh, I want to play, like, I want to do, like, you know, I want to design my own games and shit, and it's just like, oh, you're gonna make, like, the next
Yeah.
insert title, insert, you know, AAA title here, like, you know, Call of Duty or something like that. It's just like,
Number one,
just-
I'd like to tell your relatives that's a big mistake.
exactly.
I got a traditional radio.
And
Um,
I'm just, like, smiling and just be like, please, stop. For the love of, you know.
oh, this is an abandoned.
Nobody wants to make that anymore. Well, unless you're like a fan of the series, nobody wants to make that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping that.
Because we now know how Activision like treats their staff.
Yes. They're awful.
Yeah.
Press F to pay respects, guys.
Press F to free Hong Kong.
Oh, no. Damn, this thing Panda made is powerful. The water gun.
Oh, squirt gun of death.
Yes, it's the coldest. Zig's got the hot water one. I got the cold water one.
Yeah.
Fun for wet t-shirt contests and for. But yeah, like it's all about like, oh, but you have to do that to broaden one's horizons. It's like, no, I don't. It's not about broadening my horizons. It's about boredom and not boredom.
That was about finding your niche and everything
need-
like that.
Well,
that's the
it's
thing
part of that, but it's like,
Mm.
if you're not playing games you like, you're not going to be entertaining, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, it's about my happiness more so than it is. And wow, this, like, these streams get a little somber and, like, bitchy sometimes, but this is a good game to just, like, vibe out to and just fucking, like, yell about stupid crap.
Yeah, like, I don't think it's really short-sighted because if you're just following the trend, you're basically trying to ride a wave of other people, man. It's like if
Exactly.
every comic was doing the same type of comedy, who would want to go see a comic?
Exactly.
Mhm.
It's the same reason why I'm like, all right. So I got all my comic books last week, right?
Yeah.
And I am very upset because I want to read a good horror story comic, but there's not that many good ones that interested me. So I'm just like, you know, vibing out, chilling out, whatever. And you know, next thing you know, I'm like, you know, I found one that was interesting, and then I go to check out the other one. I'm like, oh, I think I'll get this one, and it's like I didn't get it because I saw the first one. It only was related to one issue. I'm like, oh, cool, a werewolf horror comic. That's interesting. And it's like it was only one out of like I don't know how many.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I need good visceral horror, right? The Goosebumps comic ended currently, so they got nothing from that. And I've been meaning to read my Sonic issue, and I got a big backlog of comics that I got to get through, but
I know your pain.
I've been keeping up with the Sonic comic at least because it's like one issue, so. Ugh. So that's still a fun comic book to read. Like that's what I mean. I gotta get something that I want to read rather than stuff that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than like saying like, oh, maybe I'll enjoy this, and then I slowly fizzle it out. I gotta be into thing. And I almost bought Last Ronin. Ramos, I almost bought Last Ronin, but they only had issue 2. So
Yeah, that goes off the shelf really.
I didn't know they had a whole thing of it.
No, I meant like the first issue went off the shelf super quick, and it always seems to.
Yeah. I was gonna buy part 2, and then I was gonna ask the guy, hey, could you put part 1 on my list? And I'm like, Nah.
It probably would be reprinted eventually too, though.
The hell is this shit? Tar? Oh,
It's
oil.
like it is thick, gooey crude oil.
I don't get a feeling that the Sith species actually didn't really care about the Jedi until the Dark Jedi. Yeah, they didn't. they were just dudes who lived on a planet.
Yeah, it's like, well, okay, I guess this is our new way of life when the
They
Sith-
got
when the-
they got enslaved for the most part. The Masasi.
It's very
Yeah.
weird that they kept with it though.
Well, they interbred.
Oh yeah.
Remember, what's his face? Naga Sadao was a human Sith hybrid.
Oh, yeah.
I see.
But in a lot of art, in a lot of key art, they don't show it. They just show him as a human, but he's supposed to have like some of the features of a. Hell are you?
Like the tendrils.
Yeah. It's a rather tragic tale because they merely studied the dark side, just like the Jedi, and studied the light. Yeah, and then the original Jedi, they did both. They studied both, and they were in perfect balance until one side was just like, no, the light side's the right side. No, the dark side's the right side, and then it just, yeah.
And then Dogma destroys the entire universe. Who knew?
Exactly. They had flying pyramids. They were like, dude, they were literally like the ancient aliens of the past Star Wars thing. Also, you know what definitely helped me out yesterday? Just getting my just shouting about Star Wars for like a little bit. Because I get a brain bulge when
Yeah.
like you know the back of my head just like bum, 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 bum. It's like there's a second heart in there like Kiadi Mundi. Hey, there you are, Ziggy.
Hey, man.
I
how
feel
you doing?
I'm like I get like Kiadi Mundi, and I just feel it, and I ain't feeling it like that, Mr. Krabs. So Ramos, did you know that the episode got banned? Hello?
You there?
I guess you went AFK.
I just got back.
Did you know that episode of
okay.
SpongeBob got banned? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Or
Yeah,
you're gonna
like-
miss the panty raid?
Yeah, there was like, so dumb. Like kids just don't even care. It's the adults overthinking it.
It's Nickelodeon overthinking it. Someone, look, here's the thing, right? People, I said this yesterday a little bit. People getting smug about it is not, getting smug about that episode being canned is not going to help anything. You know, like, oh, it didn't teach me how to... Acting like that is not going to help the situation. Steven Hillenberg is rolling in his grave. Yep. And they're doing everything, too. Like, we got the Camp Coral, which is, I don't know.
It's a nothing concept.
Like,
Yeah.
I know this isn't SpongeBob, but the Loud House is kind of poopy. I didn't like it, so... And I actually watched a reviewer. That was, like, being very casually racist about the Loud House.
Oh, God.
And you know what was funny about that? He's trying to say, "Oh, I'm using racism to disprove racism." I'm like, yeah, no, you're not helping anything. I literally did this. I quoted Knuckles. You know, pointing out something is, you know, pointing it out is not whatchamacallit. It's basically making it seem as though the status quo is wrong or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, human campers. Oh, I just realized that this is a human society.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like like the same thing when you people point things out about like Doctor Who nowadays, which I'm a huge fan of.
And it's funny to think about that. It's funny to think about that video too, because I remember a while ago he said he was inspired by an actual like fucked up individual on YouTube. I'm not gonna name that one's name because I honestly don't care to give him any sort of promotion. I know who it is, and I know who it is because he said the name out loud, and I'm like,
Are we talking Bearded Idiot?
no, not the bearded idiot. A different fucked up individual. Possibly related, probably not.
The boring one?
I don't know how to describe him. So
One based on an ancient guy?
no.
Uh,
If there's one thing that
no.
I think about about Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, it's that they're trying to get Legend stuff kind of. Yeah,
they're really honestly, they're the heroes of that franchise. They destroyed everything that made Star Wars what it once was in order to try to make their own thing and failed horribly. It's a shame. They are kind of really the good guys at this point. This coming from someone who almost quit watching anything Star Wars after The Last Jedi.
yeah.
Hmm.
Like there's a lot of I have a lot of choice thoughts about. I had a lot of choice thoughts about Star Wars that I got off my chest 2 days ago. So,
Yeah.
I mean, no, yesterday, not 2 days ago. It was Easter yesterday. Frick. Yeah. With Boba Fett returning and Luke Skywalker. Yeah, basically. Well, like I said, it's good. It's good that they're able to do stuff like that. It's not my like I said, Mandalorian's not my thing really, but I'm glad if someone can enjoy it, you know.
I still want to watch it with you just because I feel like I want to just see your reactions to it.
I've seen clips, so
Yeah, but it's one of those shows where I think you need like the full full episodes to really like get the stories. You know what I mean?
yeah, I get what you mean. Vision didn't die. Fuck. He's a puppet.
Oh yeah,
and
there
why-
definitely aren't any shitty jokes, man.
Yeah. There's no shitty jokes. That's good.
Yeah, there's no they fly now.
Oh my god, that stop. No.
Oh shit, I'm dead.
What's with the?
I just
That's what no. That's what fucking when I saw the clip of all the ships that were just the randomly generated ships because I read about that. When I saw the clip of the randomly generated ships, I'm just like, and I was just like, this feels like Endgame and not in a good way. That whole movie, they all felt like Marvel. I want different types of movies, thank you. I don't want to see a Marvel movie every time I watch a Star Wars movie. But no, seriously though. You know what character I'm tired of and just they find irrelevant? And I said this to you guys. Ahsoka.
I think they played out her character. I've agreed with you. I think they played out her character too much to the point where it's hard for me to really care as much as when her Clone Wars incarnation I think is the best one, honestly.
I'm sorry, Zig.
Fucker.
I think it's then followed up by the
Sleep on the
Mandalorian
bed,
one,
you
she's sort
son
of
of a
fallen
bitch.
back. And I agree with you like a lot and in a little bit of it, but like the main issue is like she's the most identifiable like female character who hasn't pissed that people aren't pissed at for some reason.
Yeah. Especially with the sand people getting the pearl. Yeah. I didn't like the crate dragon. I thought it was like, too big. Like, alright, alright, Ramos, you want to know what scene I watched, but you want to know what I've seen the crate dragon clip. Here's my full thoughts on the scene, right? I thought the dragon was too big, and, make a Ridley reference if you want, but let me explain
Ridley's changing side scale throughout all the video games.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, my points on that, right? Why I find the dragon too big is mainly because the thing is almost like a kaiju, right? And it needed both settlers and like sand people to work together to kill it. Which is cool, like that's fine if you want to tell that sort of story. Yeah. So but here's my problem with that, right? It's a cool concept, but here's my problem is that in execution, it makes no sense with like the way the sand people and like settlers of Tatooine act, right? if crate dragons are that big of a threat where everybody needs to team up to kill them, why haven't they, like, you know, done so and welcomed, like, the settlers if these things are basically space Godzilla? You know what I mean?
Well, I think I can make a fair argument. This is a crate dragon in the middle of nowhere where they can just eat, live without any form of, like, you know, like, impeding, like, thing. So in theory, it probably would just be bigger. It's like if I leave, like, it's like if I left a tiger in a zoo versus out in the wild. It's gonna look radically different. More likely if it's not
but like all the crate dragons are like that now. Like if you know, in Star Wars canon wise, like with the Disney, I'm not talking about like expanded universe where we have 2 subtypes, right? If all crate dragons are that big, they would be a threat to every settlement, no matter what it was. Like, you know, sand people, like Tatooine settlers, like. What was the one that we visited? We visited Anchorhead and KOTOR, right? Like,
yeah.
For example, Anchorhead might have had walls around it, but that could not keep out a crate dragon, like that type of crate dragon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a little weird. Yeah, moisture farmer. Yeah, like the freaking moisture farms would be like done if one of them just walked through. So
there were moisture farms here.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like so. It's a little weird to see that sort of thing in Star Wars, and nobody's like, you know, so you're telling me, right? The sand people and the settlers are not getting well, you know, not hanging out and being chill bros. Yet there's, you know, space Godzillas on their planet that can just wipe out everyone and everything in like a 5-mile radius for the most part if it just stepped an inch. You know what I mean?
No, I see your point, but I also kind of think that you're talking about a planet where there could be vast unexplored areas where something like that can grow.
That thing, like, and another weird point is how would a the Zarlak? We'll see how they handle, but yeah, Boba Fett was cool. That was some cool scene. Here's the thing: I like the action. I don't like some of the characters, and I don't like some of the set pieces. You know what I mean? That's my kind of fair point of what I've seen so far.
Yeah, that's fair. It's not for everyone.
Yeah, like I said, more power to people who enjoy it. That's good for you guys. You know, like, you know, you can at least enjoy something I can't. That should mean something, you know. Let me be my stickler in the mud. Like, cool, but you know. I do have a Mandalorian action figure though. I wanted to get it because what was it? What was the actor's name?
Oh, what's his name? I feel really stupid because I really like him.
What's his name? I know who you guys are talking about in The Mandalorian.
Yeah, Tamira Morrison. Diego. He told off a fucking grifter, and that was amazing. And now all I can think about is the guy mauling every time he watches The Mandalorian now. He can't escape. Ooh, we got a shotgun. Was this a shotgun? Yes. I'm gonna put this on my map. Human settlement. Hey, I should get a human on board my crew. Speaking of which, I think I can upgrade my ship again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Ramos, I'm starting a farm. Pedro Pascal. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pascal. Even in Wonder Woman, I loved him, but he's a chat among that.
Yeah, no, dude's cool. So.
Who did he play in fucking Wonder Woman?
He was Maxwell Lord.
Oh,
Andor in Rogue One.
yeah.
I don't remember Andor. Yo, it's a 3rd Street Saint. Look at him. Man, I gotta. You know what I want to play? Saints Row 3 remake.
They made somebody made a remake of Saints Row the Third?
Yeah, there's an official one. They re-released it. It's got just graphical upgrades and shit, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This guy really can't kill this little slime thing. Uh-oh. Oh god. No, don't die. There we go. I feel like I'm so weak in this game still, so I'm like, oh god, I'm afraid I'm gonna die to the simplest thing. Also loved how in Mandalorian Boba Fett proved that his armor belonged to him, showing it was Jango Fett's. Yes. Clone Wars.
I'm Eric.
Hey, how's it going?
Not much. How about you? What are you doing down here?
I don't know. I'm exploring around trying to find stuff. I don't know what I honestly don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just kind of like, I have to find an avian place to scan for clues, but I'm just like, nah, not right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way right now too, where it's just like, you know, I'm just, you know, just dicking around and whatnot.
Jumping around and shooting stuff with guns. Because why not?
Basically.
Which is Dave Filoni giving the finger to Disney. I feel like a lot of creators give fingers to their networks. I brought it up like one of the other times we were playing this. What was the name of that? OKKO. Like the crew of that basically told off Cartoon Network with the final episodes. There was a whole song about the show getting canceled. They made like a big joke that the show was like still going, but it wasn't, and then like all the episodes are flying by, which some of them I felt like were probably real episodes in the works that got canned because the show got canceled after 3 seasons.
Yeah.
No, I honestly want to see a story of Jango training as a Mandalorian. Not a chance.
Cool.
The ship belonged to Jaster Muriel. Her name is Slave One, Zig. Like a comic card.
That's the beauty of the ship. Not too crazy about the name, though.
My question is why. And I realized something too. I think the Republic named that one Slave One.
Oh.
Really?
I think so. Remember what Jango says. Remember what Jango says to Roz after he gets the ship in Bounty Hunter, right? Her name is Slave One. Because he had to leave the Jaster's legacy on Uvo 4.
All right. You're goddamn right.
Yeah, there were only like 6 or so of those fire sprays made, but they
Yeah.
Oh god, no! Please don't die again. I hate getting bum rushed by all these enemies.
Yeah. Going back to the whole fucking creators giving the middle fingers to the network and everything like that. This does remind me of a time. I've listened to like a podcast with Chris Hardwick, and he had Rob Polson on as a guest and shit. And since, you know, they were both on back at the barnyard and everything like that, they talked about the time when they found out they got canceled and everything.
Yeah.
So they did this whole musical number called what was it?
I feel as though
This,
I'm gonna say this. I feel as though Back at the Barnyard had like went on forever. Not that it's a bad. Not that I'm saying it's a bad show. I'm just saying it went on forever. Like it felt like there was like so many episodes of that.
Yeah. But anyway. So they did so while they were recording for a new episode and everything like that.
Yeah.
They did this little thing in between takes where they did like a little musical number called Dick Tits, I think it was called.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That, all I'm imagining.
While they're doing that, one of the network executives, the same one, mind you, the same one that told them that, oh, yeah, we're canceling your show, sorry. He came in while they were doing that stuff, And I think it was Chris that was like, "Oh hey, so and so, what are you gonna do? Cancel us some more?"
You want to know how I'm imagining that song probably went?
Yeah.
Doobity boppa dwee dow.
Yeah, it was something like that.
I'm just thinking. Oh no.
Gonna cancel some more.
What are you gonna do? Cancel us some more?
That's
No,
beautiful.
it's the same. No, it was the same thing happened with the Angry Beavers. They did a whole meta episode. They did a whole meta episode where you know.
Yeah, Bye Bye Beavers. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, and they referred to each other as their voice actors, and it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't watch
I
it,
almost
but you
wish-
can listen to it.
Yeah.
I wish that came out so much.
No, and you know what's funny too, right? All right.